From Washington to Augusta, serious conversations are being had about the future of Medicaid, which is a lifeline for those who otherwise could not have access to health insurance. Nearly 400,000 people are currently enrolled in MaineCare, our state's version of Medicaid. That's about a third of the entire population, and it includes more than half of all Maine children. So when there's talk of possibly making changes to Medicaid at the national level, including who should qualify for it, it tends to get a lot of attention at the State House as well, which it is right now. Here's CENTER Maine's Raya Wooten.
This is extremely detrimental if this goes through.
President Donald Trump's tax bill that cuts $880 billion from Medicaid flops Friday.
Well, the noes have it. The committee stands in recess.
Several Republicans in Congress joined Democrats in voting no, not because they want to save funding for Medicaid, but to do quite the opposite, pushing for deeper cuts. Here in Maine, Democratic state lawmakers brace for the worst.
So this is real. This is not just numbers. Families will struggle enormously if these Medicaid cuts go into effect.
Nearly 400,000 Mainers rely on MaineCare, the state's Medicaid program, including about half of all Maine kids and some 60,000 people with disabilities. In addition to cuts, Trump's tax bill proposes changes to eligibility requirements.
So anytime you layer on additional criteria, we're going to have a whole staff of people whose job it is to go back and do all this verification with folks.
State Republican leaders say yes to the suggested eligibility requirements, stating that MaineCare is overloaded and that the program is being used inappropriately.
What about the people committing fraud?
Although GOP members escalate concerns of fraud,
we've heard that information. We haven't done any digging.
They haven't fully reviewed the state's recent audit, which does not support claims of widespread MaineCare fraud. Regardless, Maine Republicans say they believe MaineCare needs restructuring.
There are alternatives.
Senator Sue Bernard says that while she's concerned about cuts to MaineCare, she wants to make sure that the health care is available to the people who need it most.
When you start adding able-bodied of working age people, now we're tipping the balance.
Bernard suggests that some people should buy Maine's Cover Me health plans available through the healthcare marketplace. Those plans can cost more than $500 monthly, and even with subsidies, can run you nearly $250 per month. At the State House, Raya Wooten, CENTER Maine.